Let's read our clock fic. Since it's Tuesday, it means it's a different clock fic. So I'll see you Friday with the new live series. This is Till Death Do Us Part. This is by this is by someone by I think it's like DBZ or Die. But I don't know. So we're just gonna get to this story. This is a Rainbow Dash X AppleJack story. So, alright, let's get to it. Trembling hooves, rapid beating heart, and enough sweat to fill a swimming pool. When the future generation sings their epic tales of glory about me, I'd rather not have been known that the Rainbow Dash could get nervous. But here I was holding in my room instead of getting ready for the wedding and looking as if I hid a body in the closet and was just brightly hopping no pony would find out. A knock on the door. Oh, Celestia, there it is. They're coming to say that AJ bailed on me, that I'm going to die alone, and I'll be known as the loneliest wonderbolt who ever lived. Maybe if I jumped out the window, now I can still avoid this. Rainbow Dash, are you alright? A gentle voice came from the door. Of course I'm alright. I'll just get some more turtles to keep me company for the rest of my life. I snapped at her, whistling, trying to determine the correct rate of velocity needed to smash through the window. A few seconds of silence. Rainbow, I'm coming in. My head turned just in time to see Twilight close the door behind her. I tried to crack my biggest smile, but she just wasn't buying it. I wondered that you're nervous, but you really nothing to fear. In half an hour, you'll be happy married and you will realize how silly it was to be nervous. That calmed me down a bit. Nervous? Who nervous? Me? I'm not nervous. Come on, Rainbow. I haven't seen you this nervous since you and AppleJack asked me to perform the spell that granted you to your fool. Part of me wanted to keep denying it and state that someone as awesome as me couldn't get nervous. It's impossible for coolness and nervousness to mix. I kept glancing between Twilight and the window. I could still make it. I could take it off before she realized I was gone, and I'll be out of sight before she recovered enough to use magic. Rainbow, she casually asked. She moved a few steps closer and decided to throw the escape plan out the window. No pun intended. I fear that since I didn't have any more escape plans that didn't involve knocking Twilight out with a Darling Do book, I might as well just spill the beans. I'm nervous. It flew out my mouth before I could stop it. But why? You have absolutely nothing to be worried about. What if she doesn't show up? I asked and kept going before she could reply. What if she was walking to the wedding and Hydra dropped out of the sky and crushed her? Or even worse, what if she decided that I'm not cool enough for her? Dash, I saw her just a few minutes ago. Everything's fine. She's getting ready as well. Oh well, that is intense in a bit. Come on, Dash. I sense there's more to it than that. Damn, fooled again. Maybe I can still get to that book. Ironic getting knocked out by the very thing that she made me read. No focus. Fine, I admit it. There's more to it. Twilight was about to say more, but this seems to shut her up. She looked at me, motioning me to go on. This day is perfect. I'm getting married with a mayor. We have a fool to take care of together. After this, it would only start going downhill. Getting to the Wonderbolts doesn't even come close to joy that I would feel from getting married to Applejack. And that scares me. Yes, it's true. I use the S word. Even Elastic gets scarred. Sword. Sometimes pay attention to the story. Oh, Dash, that's not true. It's true! And that's not the problem. How would we live together if every day with her would feel less awesome than the day that I got married to her? Twilight seemed reflected on this for the moment. Dash, what are your plans after this day? She asked, curiosity. That's easy. An audition for the Wonderbolts. Move in with AJ. Care for our little filly. Together. There! That's what I'm looking for, Twilight suddenly exclaimed. What do you mean by that? Dash, what does your fool mean to you? She's the most important thing in my life right now. I mean, she's me and AJ's combined. She was awesome before she was even born. That's true, you know. She is awesome. The way she giggles. When you gave her a raspberry, how the pout and kept pouncing until you gave her what she wants. That kid is despited for great things. One day they'll have an event competition worthy of her awesomeness. Best young Iron Pony. I kept staring forward, lost through. Apparently Twilight noticed because she gave me a slight nudge to get me focused on the matter of a hoof again. And what do you do when your fool is that important to you? I don't know. You spent time with them. You support them. Their choices is what you watch over like a great parent, I guess. That's exactly what I mean, Dash. Think of all the great moments you'll share with her. Today is just the tip of the iceberg. After today, you and her, your wife, can look after your fool together as a family. She was right. The wedding was just the gateway to life with AJ and our little filly. While today was going to be a perfect day, our life together afterwards was going to get even perfecter. That's a word as well, right? I hesitate a bit. Admitting someone else is right never did quite fit for me. I guess you're right. Of course I'm right. And by Celestia, you're going there even if I have to drag you with me. Speaking of Celestia, do you think she's mad at us for not wanting her to give her blessings and just having a regular wedding? Oh, Dash. What would make you think that? Yes? It would make me think that the fact that she wasn't present in the audience, or the fact that she looked like she was going to smite us when we told her. I don't know. She looked so disappointed. When we made our intention clear, I thought she was going to focus us to have her act as our officiator. Why would she be mad about that? She did point you toward the current one. I guess you're right, but I can't get used to her name. Cells. What kind of name is that? Strange, name or not. She's waiting for you and AJ to finally become an altar. Twilight replied with a slightly raised voice. Right. Just help me get in that tux over there, and I'm ready. I look so cool in a tuxedo, like Con Maid. No, like 00 Dash. They probably would have noticed if I did a few rolls and pretended to have a gun. No, Dash. This isn't about you being awesome. This is you and AJ being awesome. Together. Just keep walking down the aisle and you'll be fine. I saw the official first stage have she looked so familiar, even thought I would be seeing her before. Celestia insisted that they'll handle all the stuff themselves. In fact, she reminded me a bit of Celestia, only pink and much smaller. But she had the same loving look like a princess always wore. Maybe she was a relative. I tilted my head slightly to the left, and there was looking as beautiful as always, and smiling softly at me through her wedding veil. I spotted a heavy blush adorning the area around her cute freckles. I guess she was a bit nervous as well. As I came to a standstill at the altar, I raised her cast, loving glance at her face. Once look at her, I forgot all the coiling, nervous feather pile. I was just a few minutes before. I nodded as official to start the ceremony. Mares and gentle colts. We are gathered here to celebrate the unicorn between AppleJack and Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Darling Awesome Dash. The couples have written their own vows. Who will begin? I will, I said, dear mine. AppleJack, Apple, the day I first met you, in the day that is in my memory forever. We saved the world together. We got to make lifelong friends, and we met each other. From that day, my love for you has only increased in size in time. I was just to let you know how I felt. I stared into her eyes and kept going. I couldn't have expected you to like me in the way that you did. The day that you said yes, my heart didn't belong in it to me anymore. It was given to a better pony. One who I knew who would take care of it and make sure to never break it. I inched closer, restraining myself from touching her too soon. Our love continued to grow as we went to our favorite nerd because we needed a hoof in getting a little filly that, to this day, it's the very symbol of our undying love for each other and for her. I'll forever stay loyal to you and only you. I stand here before you today, saying yes, I want you to share my life with you, and it will be awesome life, as long as we are to each other. A few choked sobs went through the crowd. No pony would have expected that Dash, the same mare, to not ever do anything girly, could speak with such love towards her partner. The official mention for AppleJack is to begin. Rainbow Darling Awesome Dash. I can't say I could ever be happier than I am now. With you by my side, ready to start our life together, we'll have our rough edges throughout our relationship. But keep on grinding them rough spots together, and they'll grow smoother than silk. She smiled, that smile of hers, and my knees grew weak. The day Twilight used that fancy magic spell and I found out that I was pregnant with our little filly, I knew that I wanted to share my life with you, and no pony but you. The pregnancy was hard, especially since it wasn't magical and all that stuff. I have expected you to run off a few times, but you didn't. You stood up by me, rough everything that life threw at us. I can honestly say that I love you. That I'll keep on loving you as long as the wind keeps blowing and life keeps blooming. I stand here today, ready to start our life together. The few ponies had managed to hold back their tears during my vows could together do so, and tissues were passed around the rapidly upon hearing the warmth and love in Applejack's words. Please bring the fort ring. The freshener instructed. Big Mac approached from the side, bearing the goofiest grin and the tearest eye I've ever seen with him. He's holding the pillow with our rings, a rainbow and an apple adorn the side of it. The rings were part of a small golden necklace designed to especially be worn by any pony. He hold the pillow between me and AJ as we get ready for our final parts. My dear ponies, your words are true and your love is pure. Rainbow Dash, do you promise to stand by Applejack's side for richer and for poorer, in sickness and health till death do you part? I do, I responded as I put the necklace around AJ's neck. Applejack, do you promise to stand by Rainbow Dash side for richer and for poorer, the sickness of in health till death do you part? I do, she responds as she put her own necklace around her neck. Did I not pronounce you mare and mare? You may now kiss. One kiss to seal the deal to a lifetime of happiness. Thank you guys for watching. And like always, I'm still sick of the same town, with the same place, and these same faces.